This is what you wanted, right? Hey, Willie. Call that fucking Uber. It's time to give the people what they want.
Keeping people fed is my only peace of mind now. And I turn the 6 upside down. It's a 9 now. Welcome to That's How You Feel podcast. It's your boy Prince.
What up? It's your boy Don B. Psych!
That ain't it, bro.
That ain't it?
You can just tell off the rip. That's not Don B.
Oh, my bad.
But the soft voice is there. The soft voice is there. Unfortunately, people, Don B is not on the show today. But instead, we have...
The guest co-host.
The guest host co-host. The guest host co-host.
I'm back.
He's back, baby. Manuel Luevano.
I'm back.
Welcome back, baby. If you check the injury report before today's show, Don B came into today at doubtful, but we still had a little hope. Now, real talk, he's currently quarantined since he's a little under the weather and awaiting his test results for COVID. So we thought it would be safest if he sat this one out. So once again, we brought in our guest co-host, host, who absolutely Tony Hawk the last show, shredded it, killed it. It was basically a murder scene.
I'm like a George Masvidal, bro. Like last minute call, like, hey, we need you on. Like you need a filler. Let's do it.
It was less than what was Masvidal? 6 days?
6 days, yes. But I'm not gonna take an L.
You were okay. I like that. But it was for sure less than 6 days for you. So
easily.
Appreciate you filling in. I needed somebody, and you came in clutch, Masvidal style. So how are you feeling about the Beto situation, bro?
It's crazy, man. I mean, it's almost inevitable. Yeah, it's crazy. It's just one of those things where, I've seen all sides of it. You play it really safe. Some people out there being reckless, but it's one of those things where if it's your time, it's your time.
Well, let's hope it's not his time.
Yeah.
Now,
no, for real.
He's been a little down this week because he has been quarantined, self-isolating. So he's been lonely, little depressed when I call him. He's not.
You can even hear it in his voice.
Yeah, for sure. So I feel it's best if we call in to check on Beto and just see how he's doing during his quarantine. And I'm sure he's wishing he was on the show today. So let's give him a call.
Hello?
All right, Don B. So we're live on set right now. We're missing you. We thought it'd be best if we call in to check on you and you just give the people some of your words. What's going on, bro?
Nothing, man. Just playing it safe, just isolated. Last week I got like the body chills, sweated it out, and decided to just get tested. I've been isolated since last Friday. So just being cautious, man, and haven't got my results. I got my results were supposed to come back from 2 to 7 days.
Yeah, which I don't understand. 2 to 7, that's a big gap.
Yeah, that's a big gap. Yeah, so that's like a week to 10 weeks.
Exactly.
What are you talking about? So it's low key depressing, just being isolated. So, but I think we're doing the right thing, right? Just being isolated, safety first, and I don't feel sick whatsoever. I feel great. I do my little gym workouts in my room. I mean, it gets a little bit tough because you're in bed all day, and so your bones hurt a little bit. So just being lazy, but
you hit those burpees.
I'm actually outside right now.
Hey, don't be
outside right now. Get some little bit of air, but yeah, I'm glad Manuel is filling in. He did a very good job last week, and just playing his role. And I think we all agree that Manuel being part of it and filling in is great for That's How You Feel podcast.
Hey, and just out of respect, Don B, I am definitely not sitting in a chair.
No, he's not. He's not sitting in your chair this week. We made sure.
Yeah.
We kind of made it like a little enshrinement for you that this is Don B's chair.
Okay.
Nobody can touch it. So
we did.
I made sure we got things right over here, bro. So just know everything's in good hands. Prayers out for you.
Yeah. Appreciate it, man. And like I mentioned, man, this is Obviously, we're going to make some jokes out of this, and that's fine. And I'm probably going to hear this. You guys are going to roast me a little bit. That's fine. But, this is kind of like Manuel did in the last episode, public service announcement. Like, hey, man, like.
But just beforehand, huh?
Yeah, man. Like, hey, take it. Dude, wear your mask. Make sure you're social distancing. Wash your hands. Just do the simple shit, guys. The simple shit. You know what I mean? And, so this doesn't happen to you. Hopefully I find a result soon. And it comes out negative and everything goes back to normal. But this is a huge fucking, like, wake-up call, too, just because it's like, man, dude, I'm isolated, bro. Like, I literally can't talk to nobody or see nobody. Like, it's really, and I really don't do anything, go work out, come home, podcast, you know what I mean? Kick it with the boys, cornhole, and that's it. But it's a good wake-up call. So, if you're not taking it serious, please take it serious because
like me, huh?
Yeah,
we were just talking about that too. So I feel like it's kind of karma, but it went the wrong way. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think the best karma is when it doesn't affect you. It affects the people that you care about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, but
that's when you truly learn.
But we got the mask in here. We got the Lysol spray. I mean,
we got it all
we're taking
prepped
care
out.
of.
See what I mean? Okay, there we go. There we go.
But we should have been doing this for a while now.
Well, are we mimosas still sipping though?
Oh yeah, man! About the mimosas, we popped them off. We're ready to roll. We're ready to get the show started.
Know what I mean?
In honor of you, this show is dedicated to Don B, the one and only.
I ain't dead.
Wait, hold on.
Don't do that.
My fault.
Hey, I feel like next time we see you, you're gonna be all swole, bro, from all the burpees and.
He might be slimmed down, bro.
I
Might be
know.
all slim fit.
No, hell no, bro. I've been eating a little bit more than I should.
It's the opposite,
bro. All the food that I haven't been eating, I'm knocking down right now.
Damn, bro.
Just fucking burritos. Yeah, it's not good,
It's
bro.
not good.
When you're working out with me, you work out so you motivate. You know what I mean? Now it's like I'm just chilling. Let me grub away. So.
Right. Well, thank you.
Whatever gains I had, I sure did lose in a week. But no, yeah, appreciate the call. Hey, do this episode right. I know you guys will. And hey, Manuel, man, let them know how it is, bro.
It's tough shoes to fill. But you're the only one you're the only. What you told me, you said, hey, bro, if you're gonna have somebody replace me for this episode, it has to be Manuel. So he's the only one that accepted. So
right.
Nah, but y'all tried to set me up yesterday. You tried to downplay it.
what do you mean?
Yeah.
How?
What happened, Manuel? Tell me.
Conference call. You're like, hey, Beto's giving out on me. He doesn't want to do this anymore. You're trying to get me going.
I always do the setup calls. If I'm gonna do a conference call with somebody or like a 3-way call, I'll always talk shit about the person that's hearing on the other line to see if the other person's gonna agree with what I'm saying, or it's kind of fucked up, but at the same time it's hilarious because sometimes people don't be disagreeing with what I'll be like. Yeah, bro, like Bethel's a bitch, dude. I just don't know about him anymore. I just don't know if he's gonna be the host. Just to see if Manuel will bite and be like, oh, dude, yeah, maybe, you know what I mean? Just to go with it, but
I sniffed that out.
He sniffed it out too quick. It was
like
gonna
Manuel
happen.
figured it out. Hey, Manuel figured it out. There's been a couple of different occasions, bro, where people agree with you, be like, no, Bethel's a bitch.
And then Bethel comes out, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, bro. What the fuck, man?
We tried to set him up, but it didn't work. He's a real one. He's a real one.
Yeah, Manuel's
sniffed it out, man.
Bro. There's no shade in that. True colors always showing out on me. But hey, appreciate the call, and
Yes, sir.
we'll be in touch, and hopefully I'll be back in the studio next week.
Facts.
And
hey,
figure it out, man.
Make sure you take your vitamins, drink some water, wash your hands.
Always.
Yep.
Yeah, always, for sure. All right, guys.
All
You
right,
guys
bro.
are enjoying
We
it.
love
All right,
you.
bro.
Prayers
Yes,
out.
sir. Love you too.
Stay blessed. All right.
Yes, sir. Later.
So prayers out to Bethel. We hope he recovers, and they just tell him it's AIDS or something. So I'm not.
Wait,
hold on. Wait.
Damn.
But anyways, how we living, man? Everything good with you?
Yeah, we're good. We're back up. We're back on the road now. Getting ready. Summer vacation is
Underway.
It's almost over.
Almost over, actually. Yeah.
2 more weeks, man, and school will kind of restart, but
We'll
that's
see how
there's
that
a
pans
lot.
out.
Yes,
We'll see how that pans out.
A lot of question marks, man. A lot of question marks.
Yeah. Well, for me, my one thing, dude, my hands have been getting so manlier since I've been on my golf grind. It's pretty dope.
It's all the sanitizer you use, bro.
No, it's not the sanitizer. It's fucking.
My hands are like sandpaper, like so much.
No, and I want to get into that because this is something that I've always had really soft hands Okay, which I wouldn't say is a bad thing, but it's always awkward when you shake a guy's hand and this is all rough and feels like they wash their hands.
Right?
Yeah,
Like
they have the calluses. It feels like they wash their hands with sandpaper.
Yeah, just pushing weight and iron in the gym.
Just straight brolic manly hands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and mine feel like I manage Victoria's Secret. Anyways, like it's just not a good look, and it brings down my morale. And now mine are starting to get there, and my confidence is at an all-time high right now, bro. It kind of comes at bad timing because we can't shake hands right now.
I was gonna say
Can't shake hands, so
nobody's gonna know that besides you.
exactly. So it's
maybe
bad timing.
maybe
I'm gonna try to keep it going and see how far we can go with it. Like I got blisters, calluses right now. It's pretty dope, bro. But like you said, like I'm sure you have those manly hands, those hardworking hands.
Oh yeah.
So that's probably like my highlight of my week right now, dude. So I'm thankful that I can't. Usually the guys be talking shit about, me not being the manliest person in the group, but this is something that's gonna give me a little extra points on my man card. So I'm proud of that, bro. I'm proud.
That's good. That's good. And also today is being Friday, right? Our listeners are listening to it Friday. Today is actually my daughter's first birthday, so
happy birthday, Earhart, Amelia Earhart,
man. Yeah, she turned 1, dude.
Wow, dude, how did that?
Funny story. I was talking to Brianna about that. I was like, remember a year ago today, well, Thursday, is when she showed up from the doctor. The doctor's like, hey, we need to pack up. We need to go to the hospital. And I was like, that's right. And somebody was here, and like we pretty much was like, what does that mean? And we're like, it means get out. Like, you guys got to go, right? And then I was trying to ask Brianna, I was like, who is that? She's like, it was Willie and Beto. Like, you guys were at the house. I don't know if you remember that.
No, I don't.
And and so she just got back. She's like, hey, we need to pack up. We need to go to the hospital. I was like, what do you mean? Like, you just wanted to go get checked up. She's not due for another, 2 weeks. She's like, no, like it's go time. I was like, oh shit, what the heck? And we were sitting there. Yeah, we were sitting there drinking, probably.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, and pretty much, and you're like, what does that mean? It was like, dude, it means you got to go, get out.
I haven't been in that situation, bro, so I don't know.
Yeah. So anyways.
So happy first birthday.
Yeah, man.
Amelia
Luevano, yep.
First birthday, bro. Time flies,
Number
right?
1, yeah, dude.
Dude, and then your son, and then Lucas is how old now?
He's going to be 4 in October.
Dude, crazy.
Dude, it goes by so fast. It's crazy.
And that's your baby girl too, bro. So it's probably gonna go like 2 times faster.
And dude, she's just like the cutest thing right now. Just walking, talk. Like she's starting to say all these. Oh man, this is the best time. Whatever.
Yeah,
you'll see. One day you'll get there.
I'm gonna continue to pull out though for now, bro. That's just how it's gonna go.
All right. The only thing that pulls out is my couch.
Facts. All right. Let's get into I'm Heated. All right, so the other day, I get a text message from our boy Lewis. Okay, shout out to Lewis and the Tough Crowd GM.
Oh yeah, let's give him. I'm gonna do Beto take right here. Give him a shout out, man. Shout out to the boys, to all the boys out there grinding. I know they've been wanting to shout out Christians out there.
They say we never show love.
Yeah. So shout out you guys. Thank you guys for listening and supporting and giving me some ideas of what are some of the things I can come on here and talk about.
Perfect. There's your guys' shout out, so stop bitching. That's it.
That's it,
bro.
I got a few more.
One time to shine, that's it. GM love, done. Check it off the box. Okay, anyways. So he texted me randomly, right? At like 2:00 on a Tuesday, which I don't know why the fuck he's been thinking about this at such a random time, but that's Lewis, right? You never know with him. Anyways, he texted me saying, question, can I start calling you Bill? It's short for William and Willard, which Willard is my real name, by the way. So he then says, I'm going to start calling you Bill. So first off, it's not really a question since he's going to call me anyways. Didn't really ask for my permission.
It was a statement.
It was basically a statement.
Like, hey, just giving
a statement.
Just giving you a heads up.
Exactly. Secondly, I knew at some point this time was going to come. My grandpa's name was Willard as well, and his father's name was Willard, and they both were called Bill. That's what their nickname. That's really what they were known for. Yeah,
didn't know that.
So I knew at some point the baton had to be passed to me. Okay, but at 26, I thought at least like maybe mid 40s, 47. I would say 47 is probably the good age to be called Bill. But fucking heated, bro. Fucking heated. Now he's evolved the nickname to Billy. It's not just Bill now. He's starting to call me Billy. So, and if you know Lewis, when he says something, he means it for real. So every time I see this guy, we probably go to a little dinner with the friends, and You walk in, everybody's, obviously the person that walks in is self-centered, right? Like eyes attention to him.
And then those people hate it. Like they could just see it. Like, oh, bro, don't look at me. Don't look at me. And Lewis makes it a point.
Oh, of course.
Hey, Bill.
And now he's gonna call me out and call me Bill from across the room. And so now I'm Bill to some people now. Well, just one, but I have to live with that fucking whack, bro. I that's just so Lewis. I'm fucking heated. I know this is probably gonna be something he's gonna hang on to for a while now, and I just gotta live with it. I'm Bill now, bro. So.
And I know he has you in his contacts as Will Dog. I wonder if he's gonna change it.
He probably already changed it
to Bill Dog.
It's been Will Dog for a minute too, bro.
Forever.
For a cool minute now.
Bill Dog.
I think he's just taking me as a joke at this point. But
damn, that is
it's rough. You pouring up right now? I'm telling you, we got the mimosas on deck. It's too easy at this point.
Hey, but
okay, what are you heated about?
I'm heated. And this one is long overdue.
Okay.
Man, this topic and you can relate to this big time because I think this is why it makes me so heated about it is the fact that I suck and you're good at it.
What?
And that eats me up.
What is it?
Dude, it got to the point where
I think I know where this is going.
Yes. I've already kind of hinted to you. I literally had to Google how do you choose a watermelon? Because I'm tired of it.
There's a
I'm
science
tired
to
of it.
it.
There is, and trust me, I've heard all the freaking tricks in the book, right? Mm-hmm. Like, hey, you need to pick it up. You guys got to be heavy. It's got to be hot. Like, what do you mean? It's got to sound hollow. It has to have a patch. It has like what, dude? And for whatever reason, man, it just so on Tuesday I went to Costco, right? Mm-hmm. And so my suegra asked me, hey, I need a couple things, and watermelon's on the list, and I'm like, here we go.
You were sweating bullets.
No, and I called her. I'm just like, hey, just to let you know, like for some reason I was, I have this curse where I just can't do it. I just can't choose one. And the thing that makes me so upset is that nothing was better than when you were a kid. You're out in the sun during the summer, man, just running around, and then you just open the refrigerator and just some watermelon, bro, like
cut up.
Man, and it used to freaking be right. And it's like now I try to replicate that, and it's just like I have to buy the watermelons now. I have to cut them. My mom doesn't do it, and it's like, bro, like I need the tricks.
So I don't
have it.
What's your shooting percentage right now? Like as far as
bro, I took another L.
Another one?
Okay, so I bought one, and man, it just. Again, I'm heated, bro.
And that's the worst feeling, bro. When you bite that first watermelon piece and it's not sweet,
and it's not it, and then you're just like, now I have to eat the whole thing,
thing,
or throw it away,
toss it.
Hey, but so with this, I did learn something though. I am heated, but I finally learned something.
Okay,
it's crazy.
Talk to us.
So I Googled it. I don't know if you knew this, and like you mentioned, you've given me a couple of tricks in the book, but there's a couple other things that I didn't know about. Did you know that there was a male and a female watermelon?
Stop it.
I'm serious.
You're overthinking it, bro.
I'm not. Look, I even Googled it. There's a picture.
How do you know if it's a male? What's the difference?
The males are the ones that are elongated. So they're kind of like the longer.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so the females are more like rounded. Okay. And it said that the elongated ones are more like watery. Mm-hmm. And then the rounder ones are like a little bit sweeter. So for example, if I'm Christian, I'm probably gonna get an elongated one because she's gonna mix it up into margaritas. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But like in my, I'm just trying to be more of a casual, just eat at home. So I'm looking for those round ones, the sweet ones. I
didn't know about the round and elongated one. But I've obviously noticed it, but I didn't know one is known for being sweeter and one that's something I didn't know.
And one is watery. Yep.
Oh, okay. So the watery one's better. It's better for drinks. You're saying?
Yeah, it's more for like athletic purposes. And then the female is the rounder one's more for like recreational, just sweet, right? So like me, like I'm gonna just sit on the couch and eat some watermelon.
Yeah,
I want the female,
dude. Ever since this whole Corona shit has happened, it's kind of like it's fucked up my process as far as picking a watermelon because what I do is obviously you look for the yellow belly first off, okay? But that's not enough.
That's the next one. That's not enough.
I grab it, I pick it up, and I tap on it, and I hear if it's hollow. If it's hollow, then that means it's.
What does that mean though?
Like, it's hard to explain. It's like I would break it down as far as like.
No, and you know what gets me heated about this is last year when we went to the fantasy football draft at Lewis's house. I took you with me to Costco. Mm-hmm. And okay, and this is another thing. I'm already fighting an uphill battle. I can't choose a watermelon, choose my life. And then Costco has like 20 bins of watermelon. So it's like, bro, like
the process more difficult.
Oh my God, like you're just looking at them. They all look like look dope.
I think one of the biggest things is patience though. Because sometimes you'll sit there and they'll be tapping the ass of a watermelon.
And then I second guess no, this was not the one. No, it's gotta be that one. And
you just gotta
back and forth, man.
Patience and trust, bro, when it comes to picking a watermelon, because it's a big deal. And it's definitely something I hold with a lot of pride. It's not. I give my talents the reason why I'm able to pick a watermelon because my mom do. My mom shoots like 100% when it comes to watermelon, bro. It's crazy.
Dude,
my shooting percentage is probably like mid 95. I'll get one here and there where I miss, but she shoots 100% every time, bro. The best. I don't know how.
My average of watermelon that I choose is usually like maybe like a 4.8.
Damn, really?
Dude, I'm telling you, like I almost like I eat it just because I feel bad. Like I paid $6.
And you make the family eat it?
Well,
or it's not even good enough to where
like
they touch
one of those
it.
things. Like yesterday, I didn't even want to have a margarita, but it wasn't that good, so I smashed it up, and I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna make some juice and just
Oh my gosh, dude,
give it a little hint." So yeah, like you said, so the orange spot definitely makes it more delicious. So you want to stay away from the white.
Okay.
Two other little things though. I guess the stem. I guess even if usually don't have the stems, but even if you look at the like little nipple stem that's left over,
the stem.
Yeah, like at the end of it,
they have stems.
Yes. So I right. And so, anyways, it looks like a belly button. So you want to stick away from the green ones. You want to look at one that's a little bit yellow or more like a orangey. And then also like the webbings, on the spot. I guess the more webbings means that it's a lot sweeter.
What do you mean the webbings?
Like the marks on it, like it looks like it's kind of like scratched up.
Okay.
So that's actually a good sign.
Thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because, think about it. I mean, if it's laying on the floor and there's a lot more pressure because it's sweet and stuff, I mean, it's obviously going to get scarred a little bit more. So yeah, I had to look that up, man. And again, I'm heated.
So
I'm
what
tired
if you,
of this.
I don't know if you know this, but what if you buy bad watermelon, you don't open it? Does it get sweeter over time, do you think?
Does it ripe up by itself? Probably.
Does it make it more ripe, become more sweeter?
I doubt it, because at that point it already has the photosynthesis, the sugars in it. Like it already has what it has. It's not on the plant anymore, so it's not going to really. I mean, I guess it could get a little bit, but not. I wouldn't say anything more significant than that. I don't know, man.
I'm sure you're not the only one that has this problem, though. I know.
Well, if anybody's out there and they have that issue, don't listen to me for advice. Don't ever ask me to buy you a watermelon.
Hit me up. I got you. Hit me up. We'll figure this thing out, and I'll teach you my ways. All right, time to give out the facts. No printer time. All right, Manuel. I know you overanalyze everything, so you probably been waiting for this moment because you're a big fact guy. You're honestly you're one of the first persons that originated the no printer as far as in the group, low key, like facts, no printer. You're the one that brought that up, low key. That's just for the people listening. So I know you've been waiting for this moment. What's your fact?
Yeah, it's crazy because for some reason, like something kind of triggers me or it's like seems interesting. I Google it. Like I always look it up or try to do some research on it.
Okay.
Especially that one time I saved you. You were going to do a no food diet for
for Lent.
For Lent, and you were gonna, after 21 days, your body shuts down, and you're like, "What the heck?"
Oh, I pulled out quick. I was done.
Anyway, so a quick no printer. So this is something that I kind of digged up, and I had to do a little bit of research. I digged up. So my brother was here from Arizona, and he kind of dropped a little nugget on me, and I was like, you know what? Like this is kind of interesting, right? So obviously, me and you are from Porterville, California.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about small town, farm town. Currently, population about 55,000. So right under the foothills. So there's nothing major. There's no big highway really that runs through here.
Yeah,
we're just kind of a little.
Nothing really known for, I would say.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, nothing. It's just a standard little, American town, right?
Right.
So I was, like I said, my brother was in town. We were driving down Olive by Plano once it stops there, and across the street from McDonald's, there's like an old, like a veterans building, kind of. I guess it was one of the old recruiting buildings, and so he kind of dropped a nugget. It's like, hey, like, do they still have the memorials and all this stuff? And I was like, what do you mean? And he told me, I guess that during the Vietnam War, Porterville had the most casualties per capita.
Okay, so for the people that are kind of dumbed down like me, what is what is capita?
Okay, so pretty much the casualties that they had, it was how many people died to their population. So it's like a ratio.
Okay.
Right. So in this instance, we had 28 Porterville men died out of the 12,000 here in the population.
Oh, wow.
And based on that ratio, Porterville had the highest death rate in the Vietnam War. So we were like
in the country?
In the country.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it was a big deal. Right. And so I'm like I kind of like, oh, okay. Like, that's crazy. Like, I didn't know that. Right. Mm-hmm. And so when you invited me yesterday, I was like, man, like I got to do some homework. Right. Mm-hmm. So I started looking up, and sure enough, man, I Googled it. LA Times was, I guess in the 1980s, it kind of popped up. I think it was a 50th anniversary or a few years back. But all this stuff started coming up, and I was like, hey, so this is, he was kind of no printer.
Yeah,
it might be a little bit of flag, whatever. Right. So I'm doing my due diligence, doing some work, and sure enough, LA Times came out with the article in the 1980s that they were trying to bring light to saying, hey, this little town was impacted during the Vietnam War.
Times.
The LA Times,
put the Ville on the map.
They were trying to. They were just making it aware, like, hey, like this little town, they're a veteran town, like they were impacted during the Vietnam War and that kind of stuff. So which is crazy though. So then I started digging even more.
Of course.
And I guess right. I just kept going. And I guess in the 1980s, they started off at the Veterans Building in Fresno, and people marched for 4 days to get to Porterville, to the park, which we know now as Veterans Park. Mm-hmm. But before that, it actually was called Porterville West View Park, right? And so anyway,
interesting, dude.
That march, right? That march was to raise $22,000 that would put a Hugh helicopter on a pedestal with all the names of the 20 young men that died, which is crazy. I was like, what? Like, that's crazy. And I kept going. Porterville Recorder came out too. I think it was in 2012 or 2011. This was the 50th anniversary of the Vietnam War. So they kind of did like a bigger, deal. And so based on the Porterville Recorder, Veterans Park was actually one of the first veterans memorials in the nation. So we have a park here. We have a park that was one of the first ones to be established in the nation. And now we have the Memorial Building, Veterans Park, and the recruiting office. So again, that to me, that kind of like, it tripped me out that, we're just Porterville, bro.
And it makes sense why they show so much emphasis on,
veterans
showing
here,
love
man.
to veterans. You know
if you drive around town, you see all the banners, all the people, from that are serving or served, and it's all over town.
So the little helicopter we have in the park, do you know what that is for?
That's the memorial for the veterans, for the veterans in Vietnam that passed away. So if you go, and to be honest, I've never been close. Like I obviously drive by there all the time.
So do you know why we have the Paul Bunyan statue then? That's a different story. Go dig that up, and we'll bring you on next week.
Another episode. Hey, but real quick, it was funny. So I was looking up, obviously, Google, right? I love Google. So type in real quick, Porterville, California, right? So I was looking up. I was like, man, like I gotta do some facts, some car facts. I gotta make sure that this is no printer, right?
Okay.
And then I pulled up Wikipedia.
Okay.
And a little heated moment, bro. Look at the right side. Look at the nicknames, bro.
Nicknames. P-ville, Poros,
bro.
Poros like that.
Yeah,
that's looking tough though, bro.
It is, but. Yeah, so again, I was trying to dig up some facts. Hey, but go to the notable people.
I need to add the Ville in here.
Right? Go to the notable people from Porterville, dude. I started looking at.
Is it on the side, the right side?
No, it's in the middle. It's like number 9. If you scroll down, it says notable people. Check it out. This was crazy.
Oh yeah, I see it. Okay.
All right, so hit it. There's a list, man. A lot of some actresses. Scroll down to the bottom of the. Scroll down, bro.
You did that?
What do you see, bro? Facts.
It says Willard, Prince Mata, and Norberto Huerta, social media celebrities, and in parentheses, That's How You Feel podcast.
Let's go. You guys made it.
That is tough.
That is no printer right there.
That's no printer. Let's go. I can't believe you did that. It's white. How's it in red too?
They haven't approved it yet.
Oh, okay.
They gotta make sure it's not No,
If you
facts.
go on or type in Porterville, California on Google. Go to the Wikipedia posting for Porterville, California. If you go to notable people, you'll see me and Beto are on there.
You guys
as
made it,
social
bro.
media celebrities. We officially made it.
You're officially on the map. Hey, shout out to those 300 followers.
Right
start.
under Tim Vanny, who was a 2-time Olympic wrestler.
Let's go.
That's pretty
hey,
dope.
there's some good names in there.
bro.
Joe
James
Soto,
Sanders, which I hope we can bring James Sanders on the show.
Joe
one day.
Soto.
Joe Soto's on there. Yeah. Bill was it Bill Sharman? Is he even from Porterville though?
Yeah.
Okay, he went to Porterville High
But
School.
this is like
that's like
back in
40s, huh? 50s.
Back in Nam.
Back in wait, hold on. Wait.
See, hey, so now that's gonna hit a little bit different now, dude.
Especially from where
we're from. Like we say that, oh yeah, back in Nam, me and damn, way back then.
That was a pretty good fact, bro. No printer?
No printer, bro. I mean, it could be printer, but I was trying to do my work, bro.
Yeah. That's impressive, bro. It's impressive. Yeah. All right, for mine. So I looked this up, trying to find something, and this popped up. Okay. So the optimal recovery position post exercise is hands on knees rather than hands on head. So like when you're trying to catch your breath, right? I feel like we were always taught to you should put your hands on your head instead of putting
try to supposedly open up your lungs.
Well, no, the optimal recovery position is actually putting your hands on your knees rather than putting your hands on your head. The results of a study indicated that the hands on knee posture significantly improved heart rate recovery, tidal volume, and carbon dioxide elimination in comparison with hands on the head posture. So this whole time we were lied to, bro. I don't know. If you're an athlete, when you're at practice and running sprints till you can't even remember your name, all coaches, well, for me at least, I'm for sure you too probably have said to take your hands off your knees and put them on your head to get more oxygen in your lungs. The whole time they've been trying to low-key kill us, bro. Kill us. The optimal position is actually putting your hands on your knees. I knew it made it harder to breathe. For some reason. Whenever I put my hands on my head after sprints or whatever, it felt like it was harder to breathe for some reason. I don't know why, but for some reason they said that it gives you more oxygen in your lungs. You'll catch your breath faster. This and that. When you put your hands on your knees and you're resting, it feels far more relaxed, far more like just trying to get that heart rate down. So every time I would put my hands on my head to catch my breath, I felt it got worse for some reason. I don't know. But we found out the reason now.
But plot twist, isn't the whole point of doing
make it hard?
Yeah, hard on yourself.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's it. But they were lying to us. They said it makes it easier for you. So was it like reverse psychology, maybe?
Yeah. But I don't know. I was on my knees a few times. I had my hands on my knees, but that's probably because I was throwing up.
Yeah. Oh, maybe. Yeah.
So either way, it was still hard to breathe.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty crazy in my opinion. So that's all facts, no printer. So tell your coaches out there, if they tell you to put your hands on your head, be like, nah, I'm here to put my hands on my knees, and I'm here to change the way we outlook, practice, and the way we catch our breath and live to survive the next practice.
But now they have to practice now with masks on. So imagine that, bro.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. I hope that's not true.
But again, in the long run, it's going to help them.
Yeah, very true.
They're going to be a lot more fit. They're going to be ready for game time.
Very true. Well, that's all facts. No printer. Let's get into what's the word. All right, so this week, Derrick Henry and Myles Garrett both got their extensions they were looking for this offseason. Derrick Henry signed a 4-year, $50 million deal with 25 of it fully guaranteed to stay in Tennessee. The former Heisman winner is now the 5th highest paid running back in the league, behind Christian McCaffrey, Ezekiel Elliott, Le'Veon Bell, and David Johnson.
Tough list.
Very tough list. Now, Henry won the NFL rushing title last year, rushing for over 1,500 yards, and posted consecutive seasons of more than 1,000 yards. Of all NFL running backs with at least 200 carries in 2019, Henry's rate of 5.1 yards per carry was the highest. And in the playoffs, Henry went stupid. Absolutely dumb. He became the first player to rush for over 180 yards in 3 consecutive games. So his payday is well-deserved, and Titans got him for a pretty good price, too. What do you think about that?
That was a bargain for the Titans. But Derrick Henry,
monster.
Well, he's a monster. Wasn't he last year, right, when he rushed for the 99-yard touchdown?
He did. He did.
Was that-
Actually,
that was
I think
last
it
year,
was
right?
last year.
Yeah.
It was last year. He's a freak of nature. He's
Hey, for
like
being
what 6'3". He's like 6'3".
huge. Every time I hear his name, I always
70 probably 260.
it reminds me of the picture of him and Mark Ingram when he's at Alabama.
I know Mark Ingram, and Mark Ingram's a big dude too, bro. We make Mark Ingram look
Big
a little
trust,
boy.
big trust,
Big trust, big trust. So shout out to Derrick Henry. That's
damn.
good for him.
That's a lot of coin.
A lot of coin, and for a running back the running back market, they're not supposed to be getting paid like that. So it's kind of cool to see that wave kind of turning around right now for them, and they're getting what they deserve because
they set the tone, man. They set the tone for 100%.
Sure. They set the tone of the game for sure. They control the clock. They make sure they get those dirty yards for you. Very important piece, and he's definitely an important piece of that team. So shout out to Derrick Henry, and then also Myles Garrett. So first it was Patrick Mahomes making history last week. Now, a week later, another NFL player chalks his names in the history books. Myles Garrett signed a 5-year extension worth $125 million with $100 million guaranteed. First time a defensive player has received $100 million guaranteed, and $50 million of that was guaranteed at signing with a $21 million signing bonus. Khalil Mack has the second highest contract for a defensive player at $90 million guaranteed. So, guy almost killed Mason Rudolph on the field a year ago, and now he's getting rewarded.
I saw the funniest thing today. They're talking about how much he got fined for hitting him.
How much was it?
It was like, I don't know, 29,000 or 40 something thousand. And then they did the math. They're like, oh, he can hit him in the head 2,900 more times before he runs out of money. Yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
Hey, internet's undefeated.
That still is crazy to see. Whenever you see that video of him doing that, I don't know what Mason Rudolph said. I don't know what got him to the point to where he actually grabbed his helmet and wanted to strike this man in the head with it. For those that don't know, yes, Myles Garrett actually he claims that Mason Rudolph said some racial terms to him or something of that nature, but he grabbed his helmet and actually tried to strike him in the head with it.
While he didn't have his helmet.
While he didn't have his helmet on. Exactly.
So
he didn't have his helmet on. So if he connected on that, he's lucky he missed. He's lucky he missed. Or else, honestly, he probably would have been dead. And Myles Garrett's like 290 pound, 6 foot. He's like 6'6", 6'7" or something like that. Huge, bro. But Garrett was firmly in the conversation for NFL Defensive Player of the Year with 10 sacks in 10 games last year, and on pace to set the Browns club record with 16 before almost getting locked up for attempted murder. He's had 30 and a half sacks in 37 games of his career, which is a crazy stat, by the way, almost a sack a game. So his payday was well deserved when it comes to football performance, and you know damn well the Browns didn't want to see him walk away after this season. So congrats to Derrick Henry and Myles Garrett. Well deserved. All right, what's the word for you this week, Manuel?
All right, man. So that's a lot of coin that those guys just got.
Facts.
No pun.
Wait, where are you going with this?
Hold on. So obviously you know me, right? I see something and I Google it. So another thing came up.
Okay.
Another what's the word? I pull up to Starbucks, ordering some drinks. There's a sign on there. It says you either pay with exact change or you use a credit card, right? And so I'm like, exact change because it's some sort of coin shortage. I was like, what do you mean? Like coins? Like who uses coins, bro? Like what are you talking about? We using tokens now at Starbucks? Like, right? So then of course I Google this. And again, according to the morning call, there is a coin shortage, meaning that the US is running out of coins, like literally coins, dollars. We're running dry on cash.
So change
stores
and cash, or
yes,
all of it?
Yes, mostly coins though. Like
people just want to spend their money.
250, and then pay with the 5. You need 250 back. They don't got it.
Oh shit! Well, I mean,
crazy.
So people just aren't spending their cash, or what's going on?
So that's the point. Is I guess as far as the coin supply in the country, 83%. Again, this is based on the morning call. Looked it up. Google, my best friend. 83% of the coins that come through, say, any store you go to, change that you get is all recycled, pretty much, reoccurring from people spending the money. So obviously with the coronavirus, nobody's really, you don't want to really, go to the store and pay with the cash or get cash back. Cause it's like, bro, like the person, little kid that was just licking rocks and comes and buys some chips, and now he paid with his whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you just don't know. So people, one, are not using cash because they don't want change back.
Right.
And then two, people are just not spending it. So everyone's at home with their pockets full of bread.
So Starbucks is wanting people, you said, to make an exact change.
Yes.
So they don't give anything back.
Exactly. Well, one is because they don't have the change to give back as well. And obviously probably because of that too. Like obviously, some people are not going to want to pay with the, 20 and get their change back because again, so yeah, so there actually is a coin shortage, which is kind of weird, but it makes sense. It makes sense. But the fact that 83% of the coins come from people actually spending the money is
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So what are they going to do instead? Are they having an alternative for this? Are they going to figure out a way to make people spend that cash?
I guess the U.S. Mint in Denver and Philadelphia, those are the two places that actually mint coins, or which not actually like a mint chocolate.
Yeah.
But like actually make the coin.
Yeah.
Just let you know.
I've been there actually. And the one in DC, right?
I don't know. This one again, according to the Morning Call, it says that in Denver and Philadelphia is where they they mint the coins.
No, because I've been to a place when I went to DC with my family a long time ago. We went to, I think I don't know what exactly it's called, but mint sounds familiar. And we watched them print money and make the coins and stuff. It was pretty cool. But anyways, continue.
Yeah, so I guess these two facilities have been working because they knew that this was coming. They knew all right, people are at home. They're not spending cash. They're not spending coin. I mean, shoot, I order Amazon, just whatever, use a card. So yeah, so they've been working since mid-June. They've been at full capacity with obviously taking into consideration kind of looking out for their employees. So doing it the right way, but they have been working nonstop to up their production of coins because again, there's a shortage right now. So as I was reading through, it says, if you go through your local markets and you actually, if you're a cash guy or a coin guy, that they're asking you to pay with the exact change, which is kind of weird to me. But so what's going to happen? Are we going to just get rid of coins at one point? I mean, it's all digital. I mean, Venmo, Cash App, Apple Pay, we'll go to the store or something, somebody swipes. It's like, all right.
Well, shoot. I mean, if they do go that route, I'm already ahead of the curve, bro. I'm not a cash guy. I'm not a change guy. I never have cash on me. I never have change. I'm strictly plastic. Just debit every time, bro. I'm swiping. Really? Every time. I don't really carry cash.
So why do you need cup holders in your car then?
That's true. Well, to carry cups, bro.
No.
That's not
what it's for.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true.
My dash is filled with coins. So, yeah.
You're a Bitcoin guy?
Not really, but sometimes
you need to go out there and spend it if you have those coins, bro.
Nah, it's in Lucas's piggy bank.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He has one of those.
In the college fund or what?
Yeah.
Oh, you're not one of those guys that has those big
the water jugs.
The water jugs.
No. We're better than that.
What do you have?
My brother brought one of those like Mexican bull type things.
That you break.
Yeah.
When it's full.
After it's full, yeah. So every time we get a coin, like Lucas loves getting his coins, he just throws them in there. So I guess Lucas is part of the problem.
Yeah, he really is part of the problem, bro.
But I mean, he doesn't have that much coin to be 83% short.
That's pretty crazy, though. I did not know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, man, that's the word right there.
That's the word?
People are getting all these coins and checks, but are they really getting paid?
That's kind of a bar.
Damn.
That sounds like a Drake line right there. Low key.
You know what I mean? Yeah, man, that's the word.
That's the word. Okay, so last week we had Beth on the show, obviously you on the show, and we reacted to ESPN's top 10 quarterbacks of 2020 list. Well, now this week they dropped their top 10 running backs of 2020 list, and we're gonna give our honest opinion on it. Felt might as well do the running backs this time, and we'll do the same format as last week, where I'll name the list, and then we'll go down one by one, explaining why we agree or disagree, and who should be there instead. Okay, so number one. I'm pretty sure you can guess this one. You haven't seen the list. I don't think.
I haven't.
Have you?
I haven't.
You haven't. So who would you say is the number one on there?
My guy Christian loves him, right?
Nope, you're wrong.
What?
So who would your second guess be?
McCaffrey.
That's who you think is the best.
Oh, Zeke.
No, bro, you're missing somebody. Saquon.
Oh, duh.
So they
Quadzilla, bro.
They have Saquon number one. They have Saquon number one, McCaffrey number two,
Bet.
Ezekiel Elliott number three, Alvin Kamara, number 4, sorry. Derrick Henry, number 5. Number 6, Dalvin Cook. 7, Nick Chubb. 8, Joe Mixon. 9, Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, let's go.
10, Le'Veon Bell. Okay, so let's start off with number 1. So Giants running back Saquon Barkley. Do you agree with that?
Again, this is I guess just preference. I'm thinking about it in the lens of just versatile, right? Able to do all of it, and there's nobody that touches McCaffrey. He can run the ball. He gets catches all day. PPR monster. If you're a fantasy guy, I'm going all day. And I know, again, shout out to Christian. Loves him
That's
some
his guy
CMC,
for sure.
dude.
That's his guy for
That's
sure.
his man crush. He even says it. No homo.
No, I could see McCaffrey being there for sure. I mean, as far as Saquon, I don't think. Let's see, Saquon was 15th last year in rushing yards. He barely eclipsed 1,000 yards. He rushed for 1,003 yards. As far as durability, he was pretty hurt. He was hurt a lot last year, but when he's on the field, he's a freak of nature. That's for sure.
Oh my god!
And his team is terrible.
Well, even look at McCaffrey too. Like the Panthers are.
Yeah.
So it's like they're both kind of in a similar situation. So I can see that.
But when you're looking at running back, do you look at the whole picture, or are you just looking at running
the person,
running through the gaps, running outside, handing the ball off? Or are you looking at the total picture? Because if you're looking at total picture,
offense and everything, right?
Then I'm gonna bring my guy Austin Eckler in this too. Because if you want to look at McCaffrey, Austin Eckler is like a I would say a remate version of Christian McCaffrey, which isn't that bad. I mean, Austin Eckler,
he's a great value version.
Oh yeah,
The Walmart.
That's my guy. Austin Eckler's my guy. He definitely killed it for me last year. But I'm saying, as far as running, or do you look at a running back as far as like running through the gaps, running the outside, pass blocking? The main things you look at as a running back are you're also adding, obviously, route running, catching.
Well, and again, I think I'm looking at it more of because a fantasy guy, obviously. So yeah, I'm definitely looking at.
But just because a player's good in fantasy doesn't mean that they're good. I want to say they're definitely good, but they're not the best in the league or top in the league. It doesn't really imply that they are.
How do you measure who's the best in the league?
When I'm measuring running backs, I'm
just
measuring
as far as
like
running the ball or like yak. Are you counting the yak?
I think breaking. I think obviously I'm looking at protecting the ball. They don't fumble. How they run in between the gaps. Are they able to balance inside, outside, miss tackles, break tackles? Well, because some running backs are more elusive. Some running backs use their straight to their advantage. So I'm thinking of just the major running back tools. You know, I feel
power,
because there's running backs that don't run the gaps and don't get the ball handed off to, but they're great pass. Like James White, he's a great pass catching back. Third down monster. So, but that the thing about McCaffrey is he checks all those tools. You know what I mean? He does it all. He really does it all. And what's crazy, he gets like 8-9 receptions a game, even sometimes more. So he's a workhorse, bro. So I can see McCaffrey being number 1 there, and I would move Saquon probably to number 2.
I honestly,
maybe even Zeke, in my opinion, because Zeke the past.
I think that's being biased, though.
Oh, of course.
One, because you hate
I want to bring stats too. So Elliott's led the NFL in rushing yards per game in each of his first 3 seasons, and he led in total rushing yards in 2016 and 2018. Now, and 2017 was the year he got suspended, I believe. So that you don't really know what, and he still did pretty solid that year. And then last year he rushed for almost 1,400 yards, and he didn't even have that good of a year. You know what I mean? But I think he could be in the conversation right there. I think Saquon.
And to be honest, I'm not mad about 1 through 3. Those are solid.
Yeah, no, they can all be interchangeable depending on. Like I said, I'm a little biased, so I might even put Zeke at number 1 just because that's my guy. But
all right, but let's put it this way: you're drafting number 1 in fantasy. Who are you picking?
I have to go McCaffrey.
Fantasy.
I have to go McCaffrey. McCaffrey's ridiculous. Like he was disgusting last year. I feel that's the clear number 1 this year. But if you have the top 3 picks in fantasy next year, you
can't go wrong.
Even top 5 probably. You're set.
Top 5.
Because McCaffrey, Saquon, Zeke, Even Kamara is going to be monster. So I think you're set as far as running backs if that's the route you choose, because some people go receiver wise, but I think I would definitely go McCaffrey, and that's just too easy for me.
Oh yeah,
and that's I would go Zeke, but he just has those games where, and he has those games where he doesn't really catch a lot of balls. He's not really a pass catching back, but at the same time, a whole new offense, whole new offensive coordinator, whole new system. So who knows what's going to happen? He's going to be a big question mark this year. He might be a monster. He might be dry this year. So who knows? I think he's going to be solid. I think the Cowboys are going to do something good this year. But like you said, you can interchange those guys any way you want.
And one of the things I like about Saquon too is that the fact that he's only done it for 2 years. So
yeah.
Their offense revamped now. They have a new quarterback. You know, he's in a second
Jason
year.
Garrett's the offensive coordinator now. So that
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that might screw him over, bro. Never know.
But dude, he's so just talented, strong. He's a beast.
He's a freak.
Beast.
Freak. Okay, so those top three we agree probably would be the top three.
Yeah,
no matter which
I wouldn't be mad if you put Zeke up.
Yeah. So number 4 is Alvin Kamara. So what do you think about that?
Another monster.
Another monster. And I would keep him at 4.
Definitely.
I personally think
over Henry, just because for the fact that he does a little bit more catching from the backfield, agility wise, just the yak that he gets is crazy.
Oh, definitely. He's a freak too.
But as far as like just running back, like running style, like you're running through the hole, Derrick. I mean, if you're looking at it just from that aspect, then you can make a case for Henry to be top 4.
Top 4.
Just because the fact, man, that guy 6'6" something, 6'2". I mean, he's huge. You know, he piles through the hole. He's always falling forward.
Right.
Henry,
I would think. Honestly, I like. So yeah, I would keep Kamara at 4, but for 5 is they have it Derrick Henry and Dalvin Cook. But for me, I think I would put Nick Chubb at 5.
Nick Chubb.
I think Nick Chubb is crazy good. I think he's a monster. I think he checks off all the lists too when you think about it. Great vision. He's twitchy. He's a power running back, and he's elusive in my opinion. He's the future. And his offense they have the talent to do something, but they didn't live up to the limelight. But I think is going to be in that top 4 categories by the end of this year. You can mark my words on that.
And to be honest, I'm rooting for him because every time I think of Nick Chubb, I always think of him in Georgia when he got that nasty knee injury.
Oh, that's right. He did have that. Huh?
Man, and so that's why I always like him and Dalvin Cook. So Nick Chubb, him and Dalvin Cook, those two guys are like, you know, just as far as like just the injury bug, like that's what kind of is worrisome as far as like longevity as far as a running back. But I think I agree. I mean, Nick Chubb has the tools to be that type of back where he can do both, like a mixture of a Derrick Henry and a McCaffrey kind of, you know what I mean?
He definitely has the capability of doing that.
To just be power, but also do the other backfield, just catching the ball. Yeah. So. And then same thing with Dalvin, you know, Dalvin Cook. I mean, he got hurt that one year.
And I saw firsthand when I watched the Dallas Cowboys in Dallas. Right, it got my heart shredded because he went to go watch them play the Vikings last year. Flew all the way out there, and Dalvin Cook went dumb. I was absolutely dumb, and I think he probably had like 80% of the plays just go to him, whether it's passing or running the ball. We just could not stop him. He's crazy. And he came in the league killing. He came in the league before I think he tore his ACL, and then he was out for the season. But every time he's on the field, he is definitely one of the best to do it on the game right now. As
you
far
think
as
so?
running back, I think so for sure. It's just durability for him. He needs to stay healthy. He needs to put out a full season, and so let's just see what the list looks like next year with him, because I think he's totally capable of being top 5 too. It's hard to interchange those top 3, but I think he's capable.
Hey, Dalvin Cook, what college?
Dalvin Cook went to
the
University of Texas Methodist Southern.
Wrong.
Where did he go?
You're gonna be close. Really, no guess. Florida State.
I'm not a college football guy like that.
I know, but you need to be. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of it.
That's one of my weaknesses for sure. I guess ever since Reggie Bush and the Trojans, or the USC has not been the same. I fell out of love with it, bro. Like,
Really?
That was it. Like when Reggie was there, Matt Liner, and they were there killing it. I was a huge USC fan, but ever since then, just Mark Sanchez came, couldn't do it.
He did it. He did it.
Got a little Rose Bowl action. I went to the game actually too.
He
against
did
Penn
it.
State,
Hey, and my dogs gave him a run for their money.
yeah, it's true.
But I'm so heated that Reggie went for 250. Just made us. Oh. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's some college football.
Yeah, a little college football. But continuing, so they have Dalvin Cook at number 6, and then 7 they have Nick Chubb. So like I said, I would move Nick Chubb up. Do you like where he's at? Do you think he should be moved back a little bit? Do you have somebody else that you should? I know when we get to 8 right now, you're definitely gonna have mixed feelings. I have mixed feelings.
Yeah.
So at number 8 is Joe Mixon. Now I don't even think Joe Mixon should be on this list, in my opinion. Why? I'd rather have Leonard Fournette.
Ooh.
For me personally, I would rather have Leonard Fournette than Joe Mixon. Because Joe Mixon doesn't. You don't see him in the headlines that much. When do you ever see Joe Mixon went crazy this week?
When do you see a Bengal in the headlines?
Exactly.
They're just the Bengals right now. They're just they're down in the dumps.
Joe Mixon rushed for 1,100 yards last year. He had 5 rushing touchdowns.
Hey, and what gets me heated too is they put him above Josh Jacobs.
That's another one too. So you would have Josh Jacobs right there in that number 8 list? That was 8 spot.
He's just nasty with it though, dude. And the thing about it, it's obviously because I'm a Raider fan, not because I'm a Raider fan, but the fact that he has low miles.
He has low miles.
Yes, he didn't play much, and he was in Alabama, but he didn't get used much. He was behind Henry and all those running backs that come through. So he was a great running back. He just didn't play as much or get beat up as much, right? So to me, I feel like Josh Jacobs is gonna have a huge year. Everyone's already hyping him up, man. And just some of those
he's
plays
the future
last
for
year.
you guys. Huh? That's probably
bro.
like your
He's nasty
right
with
there,
it.
bro. Yeah,
just
he really
making
is.
putting people on skates, just piling through.
What do you think? What's his biggest strengths? You think?
What do you mean?
As far as him in the backfield, what's his biggest strength?
I think it's just even just reading the field, man. Sometimes like you just see the pocket collapse and he just boom bounce outside, and next thing you know he's out there juking like it's crazy. He has a nice.
You think he should work on to take himself to the next level? What's some?
Well, I don't think it's his fault, but I'm thinking like just the way they use him too. Like last year they were just like pound, and so it's like I feel like they would use him really good in quarter 1 through 2, 3, and then it's like all right, let's take him off, like, and he wouldn't be on the field as much. So and again, I don't know if that's something. If it was some health conditions, obviously he got hurt towards the end of the season, but I don't know if that was a question mark with him or what. But if it's conditioning or if it's just the way they use him, I just hope that obviously he produces a lot more.
I feel like the way teams use their players has a lot to do with it too. Because I can agree with Ezekiel Elliott, like the way they used him even the past 2-3 years, it was kind of unfair to him because everything was just so predictable. In my opinion, everything was same run plays, bounces to the outside. They know he's going to take it to the outside. And I think everything was so predictable. They already knew where the ball was going to go or where he was going to be at. So, and on top of that, I think Zeke needs to work on his ability to break tackles more because he doesn't really get those 20-yard gains like he was his first year, or he wasn't really getting those big runs like he was his first few years. So I think his ability to take it to the second level and get those big gains and break tackles and show off his strength and ability is something he should definitely work on. But Josh Jacobs, bro, like you said, I think he's definitely the future of you guys' team and the league because he's a monster. He's definitely a monster.
Las Vegas.
Vegas, baby.
As long as you can stay away from the crap table.
I know, right? No, he seems like a good guy though.
Everybody seems like a good guy.
I know, that's true. We'll see how Derrick Carr comes out, bro. We'll see if he really is a good guy once you go to Vegas. Vegas brings out the bad in you.
Well, that's a problem. Like business wise, I get the move, but think about it, dude. Like you're a rookie or you're a second year player. You have a couple 100,000, maybe some millions in your pocket. If you're in Oakland on a Tuesday night, what are you doing? I mean, all right, cool, right? But if you're in Vegas on a Monday, on a Tuesday, on a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever night it is, it doesn't matter. And you have money in your pocket, like, really?
It doesn't matter what time too. It could be
It
any
don't
time
matter
of day,
what time
night,
of day.
It
Doesn't matter.
Always something to
So
do.
the temptation will always be there, and it's like these young guys. So it's like you really do have to have some tough veterans and just smart people around to take control because it could get ugly.
Hey, and Waller has a bad history too.
Stop.
So he
Hey.
needs to really keep his head on straight too.
No, and that's what I'm saying. That's tough.
Yeah. So moving on. So they had at number 8 Joe Mixon, number 9 Josh Jacobs, and then number 10 Le'Veon Bell. Do you think Le'Veon should still be on that list?
Le'Veon's like
Nasty.
how do you keep him off the list?
Yeah.
I get that, but again, even a better reason, he's just more rested.
The fact
ready
that
to
he's
go
still,
off.
the fact that he's still talked about just shows how talented this guy is.
Easily.
Yeah, he's another one that checks off all the lists. He's definitely a great pass catching back. He's very
Shifty.
He's shifty. He's super patient. He's patient when he's running between the lines, and he waits for those blocks to develop. And he has definitely a unique style to his game, and I love Le'Veon too. I just wish he could produce some more so he could be in that top 5 in fantasy again. Because when he's going, bro, he's a big fantasy guy too.
Dude,
I don't know if he needs Big Ben back or what's gonna happen, but
hey, but let's even that one too. So that you brought up a good point. Where's Leonard Fournette?
yeah.
Or I would pick him up over Joe Mixon for sure.
Oh, for sure.
So I think you were right.
I think another sleeper is Chris Carson too. I think Chris Carson had a great year last year. He rushed for 1,200 yards last year, 7 rushing touchdowns. I think Chris Carson another sleeper.
I think he's very slept on.
Yeah, for sure.
He's not flashy in any way, but man, he gets it going.
Now let me throw some other names out there that like some honorable mentions or that maybe you weren't thinking about. Maybe should be.
I'm thinking about one more, but
Marlon Mack, Mark Ingram,
Big Trust,
Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones is tough for me.
Yeah, Aaron Jones is iffy for me too.
He's back and forth.
David Johnson. He breaks your damn heart.
That one, Alvin or not Alvin Kamara.
Who?
Falcons running back.
Todd Gurley. What about
there's a lot of
Todd Gurley? You're talking about Devontae Freeman.
Devontae Freeman, yeah.
No, Devontae Freeman.
Those guys broke my heart.
Yeah, those are your fantasy guys that just continue. You give them the trust. You think
every year
this is going to be the year. It's going to be.
Hey, but it paid off when I picked up James Conner.
Yeah, that's true. Very true. That's another one too. James Conner.
Yeah,
James Conner's solid. So there's a lot of good backs in the league. But I think Leonard Fournette should be in that list.
I would definitely take Joe Mixon off.
Oh, I definitely would
easily,
too.
And then
Sure.
At that point you can shuffle.
Who was your name you were thinking of? Did I say it?
James Conner.
Oh, James Conner.
But again, I could be a little bit biased because I am a 2-time fantasy football champion winner because of him. Not because just.
So you always got to give him his love, huh?
Yes.
Got to give him his love.
Him and Mahomes before you guys all knew about him.
Mm-hmm.
Those 2 guys put me on.
What else is? Who else is out there? Philip Lindsay, definitely want to make top 10, but I would say he's like top 15.
I love his story, man. Just
what's his story?
Homegrown, man. Homegrown.
Where's he from?
Colorado. Went to Colorado. He walked on.
He was a Denver fan too, and everything. Probably
everything. Lived with his parents. Got picked up. Free agent. Walked on to the Broncos. And look at he just killed that year. Great story. I mean, I can't stand the Broncos. Yeah, obviously,
right?
But dude, you can't hate on that story, man. It's like you playing for the Pirates.
Me playing. We just need a professional team here, bro, and I could have complete the story.
You would have been like Bethel's version.
All right, well, that's our list. That's what we thought about ESPN's top 10 running backs. Let us know what you guys think. If you guys want to go ahead and put your 2 cents in the comments of what we said wrong or something we missed out on.
Yeah, correct us.
Or even some rookie running backs. Any rookie running backs coming this year that's gonna kill? Do you think that you know of? Who was drafted in the first round running backs? Jonathan Taylor, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. You know who that is?
Nope.
Oh, DeAndre Swift.
Oh yes.
What about DeAndre Swift?
Well, I guess
like I said, I'm not a big college guy, so I don't know too much about these guys.
Some of these running backs, just the school itself is what, like, Georgia running back U.
Yeah.
So everybody hypes up DeAndre Swift, but
Yeah. J.K. Dobbins?
He's going to be supposed to be the next Zeke.
Really? He went to
Yeah.
Ohio State, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Ohio State.
The Ohio State. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for listening. Manuel, thank you for coming on the show again, bro.
Some
killed
light, you know what I mean?
You came in clutch.
The champagne was here. It was
Champagne
flowing.
was here. It was a good time. Cheers to you, bro.
Cheers,
but once
man.
again, make sure to follow us on Instagram. That's That's How You Feel. THTS How You Feel.
That's how you feel.
and Facebook to get up-to-date news on upcoming guests on the show, news and sports, check out highlights, funny videos, new music coming out, and much, much more. Hey, yo, Don B. Oh, wait.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
Damn. I don't even know how we can say this, bro, because it's not the same.
It's not the same.
Not
Should,
the
we call,
same.
should we call him and get an exit?
Nah, too much time, but I'm just gonna tell you, bro. Did we hit him with another one or not?
I think we did. This is my second one, so
This is your
yeah.
second. Yeah, so we
sure.
hit him with another one, baby. Yes, sir.